not to be afraid of a possible, didn't happen, but could happen, a possible negative reaction from the supporters, and I'm very happy with their character. A part of that, also the way they played, the way they tried to break a very organized wall. I keep saying that to defend well is a quality, and they defended very well. So also credit for them to concede only 2 goals against such a strong dominancy.
What was the thinking behind the half-time substitutions? Was that just tactical?
No, yeah, it was tactical, yeah. To play only with 1 central defender. We know that they don't have normally the ball, they just play direct, so bringing the line up and playing 1 against 1 Jones was a risk that Jones accepted. And then Matic was there just to bring the ball from a totally free position, so he was bringing lots of balls into midfield. And then instead of more positional players like Zlatan, Lukaku, we decided to go with Mkhitaryan and Lingard and Mata, all 3 trying to play in these areas behind Lukaku, and we can say we had some success. I still think with so many balls in so important areas, lots of crosses, good crosses, low crosses. We didn't attack all these balls well, and also not lucky in the rebounds, and so I'm happy with the effort. I'm happy with the personality. I'm happy with the feeling of we didn't lose, but of course we lost 2 points.
8 points from a possible 15 now. That's obviously not acceptable for a club of United's standing in a club going for the title. How do you explain that, and how do you change that and remedy that situation?
When you tell a club like Manchester United, do you think Milan is not as big as us? Milan as a club is not as big as we are? Milan, AC Milan.
Oh, no, sorry, yeah.
Do you think they are not as big as we are? Do you think Real Madrid is not as big as we are? Do you think Inter Milan is not as big as we are? There are many big clubs, and you say big clubs. I know what is a big club. I know what is a big club.
Then how do you change that? How do you change that?
One thing is a big club, and another thing is a big football team. There are 2 different things. One thing is a big club, another thing is a big football team, and we are in the 2nd year of trying to rebuild a football team that that is not one of the best teams in the world. So when you speak about responsibilities to win the Premier League, Tottenham doesn't have that responsibility because they are not a club with the same history as us. The history plays. Arsenal doesn't have a responsibility to win it. Chelsea doesn't have a responsibility to win it. Manchester City, they buy fullbacks for the price of the strikers. So when you speak about big football clubs, you are speaking about the history of the club.
You've also spent a lot of money as well.
Okay.
2 summers.
Okay.
300 million.
It's not enough.
You need more.
It's not enough. It's not enough.
You need more money now.
And the price for the big clubs, the price for the big clubs is different than for the other clubs. So the big historical clubs, they